Okay, hello, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello, can you guys hear me? Flip. Hello, hello, welcome in welcome in Ario, welcome in Envy. How's everybody doing today? So, to get to the point, we're doing an unboxing. We have a Snoopy tea. I don't know why I'm kind of just looking at the shadow. It looks like an elephant. We have a Snoopy tea set that we're gonna unbox, and I actually went ahead and made some tea ahead of time so that we can pour the tea from a different tea set into the Snoopy tea set. So yeah, we'll probably review that tea as well. I've actually had so many cups of this tea already, not because like it's my favorite, but people keep giving it to me as a gift. So I've just been drinking it a lot. It's the Harney and Sons Cherry Blossom Tea. I have a link for it in the description if you guys also want to try it at some point. But yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, perfect. Doing all right. I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing okay too. I didn't sleep that well, so I've just been kind of like out of it. But it's okay. I'm super excited about this. So this will be my silver lining for today. This will be my my pick-me-up, if you will. There are no unboxed dog emotes, sadly. It's tough for the Dog Nation. I don't know how to unbox this part. Like, I'm trying to unbox it in a way where it's like, I don't want to say satisfying for you guys, but like, I want you guys to be able to see that I'm like, ka-chow, ka-chow, chop, chop, chop. They call me Lightning McQueen because I unbox stuff. Because that's what Lightning McQueen does. He unboxes. Okay. Okay, I'm hoping there's like no personal information inside of this package. I have never gotten anything from this person before, so we'll see how this goes. And if my personal information is released to the internet, well, I trust you guys know what to do with it, I suppose. Hopefully tonight you get some good sleep. Yeah, we'll see. I've kind of realized, like, for recording ASMR, I have to do it like at 2 in the morning when they don't have airplanes flying anymore, so I'm debating just staying up and then trying to record, but I'm not really sure. Not super sure yet. Okay, peeking. Okay, there is a little note in here. I'm gonna try to slide that out. I cannot. Okay, it doesn't say my name on it, so I think we should be okay. It's so cute! Oh my god. Ne, chotto mite. Oh, you guys can kind of see him. If I cover the light, you can maybe see him. Snoopy, he's so cute! He's so cute. Today's been a weird day, nothing going on. We had thunder with no rain, power still went out momentarily. That is my day-to-day, Elm. I'm so glad you can live a similar life to me. Send you more, oh my god. I will say, despite the fact that I constantly talk about the other Snoopy tea set, or tea packages? I don't know what to call it. Like the Snoopy tea we had last time, right? I don't like it that much. Also, I did drink another cup of it recently, and I got the Snoopy silhouette. I'm trying to like show it to you guys in a way where like, I think this should fit. Yeah, I got the Snoopy. So I was really happy about that. But despite the fact there's a different Snoopy tea that I want to drink. It's called Snooty. So I've been looking at that and I'm like, I kind of want to buy that. Send more tea, that would be that nice. Oh, you can see it. Yeah, the Woodstock and Snoopy tea set. Super cute! Let's see, it says, we hope you're happy with your purchase. If you're satisfied, please leave us a positive feedback. It helps us improve. We look forward to serving you again. Tomo12_Japan. And they sent me a origami crane. Okay, let's get this box out of the way because it's kind of in the way. Okay, so here it is. Go ahead and turn this for you guys. John, it's super cute! So, I will not say from whomst, but it is actually a gift from one of you guys. So I really super duper wanted to unbox this with you guys because, well, I think it's more special that way. Yeah. Oh, I'm like, I kind of don't want to open it to keep it nice and pristine. How do I open this properly without like ruining the packaging? It's impossible. It is not possible. But yeah, for the tea we'll be drinking, I already mentioned it, but it's the Harney & Sons Cherry Blossom Tea. And I feel like it has reviews online that would suggest that it's really good. And it's not bad. I don't want to tell you guys it's bad. I just am like so surprised that like that tea gets by with such high reviews. Okay, I think I found where to open it. I'm gonna pretend like what I'm opening right now is not the original packaging. Like this plastic that's outside of it. Let's go ahead and say that this is not the original Snoopy packaging, so it doesn't hurt my feelings that I'm cutting it. But yeah, I don't think it's a bad tea, the Cherry Blossom one, but like, and it's really not that good. Like it's such a, I'm drinking this because I want to drink something, not a, I'm drinking this because it's good kind of tea. You guys, you know what I mean? You guys have things like that? I guess it's kind of like when, I guess it's like when people are like, I'm thirsty and I want to drink something, but I don't want to drink water. That's the kind of impression I get of the Cherry Blossom tea. And like, it does the job, right? Like, it definitely fills you up with a liquid. But like, I think your body deserves a better liquid. And I think the thing that's crazy about it, right, is... Pizza! Here it is! I think the thing that's crazy about the Cherry Blossom tea is they don't actually use, like, cherry blossoms. They use cherry oil, like cherry flavoring. And it's like, cherry blossom and cherry are two different things. Yeah, they're definitely like more surface level, right? They focus a lot on the presentation, the advertisement, the marketability of it. I totally get that. It's just like, cherries are a fruit. Cherries are a fruit. Cherry blossom is a flower. At the very least, like, could you guys use a flower instead of a fruit? Okay, let's go ahead and look at it without the silver plastic. Or silver? The shiny plastic. It's so cute. Really rare teas. I mean, from what it sounds like on their website and on their blogs, they do like source some teas that are like particularly nice and, like you said, rare, but like those are not as marketable because people are like, oh, I love cherry blossoms. Those are pretty. I want cherry blossom tea. And like, oh, that's so sad. I tried to cut it like nice and clean along the line. It like, oh, where is it? Yeah, it's so ugly. They stole it? What do you mean? Can you elaborate on this? What do you mean they stole it? Like, did Harney put on like a little ski hat and show up to China and just take their harvest? One of those little ski masks so people couldn't see who it is as they fly in on the Harney & Sons private jet. Oh my god! I didn't know it's shiny. Oh, it's like a foil. Oh, I love this. Hi, Halen. How are you doing today? It's nice to have you. Welcome in, welcome in. Con Taiyou. Okay. Here it is. I'm trying to like line it up nice and pretty for you guys. Actually, you know what? Let's do it this way. You guys deserve the front row seat. Bum. Wow, this is underwhelming. I thought it would be like, I don't want to say a little night. Oh, they probably, I think the vendor put like inserts in it so that it wouldn't get damaged. That's nice of them. That's super sweet. I'm gonna assume that's what happened because I don't think Mr. John Snoopy himself, Mr. Cool Joe, would be sending me advertisements for the local Japanese grocery stores in Japan. It's grown on 3 mountains. They bought the entire stock of this year's harvest before it went on the public market. It's kind of baller. Like, it's not cool, but it's also like such a baller move. Well, in case you were wondering, they have onigiri seasoning on sale right now for 400 yen. You get 50 grams of it. Let's keep unwrapping these. 3 mountains, You know, when you're making it sound that, like, exclusive, it makes me want to buy some now. Be very curious about... Oh my god, it's so cute. Focus? Ah, look at Snoopy! I'm covering up the tracking, but... Snoopy is so cute. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, listen, the grocery stores in Japan are pretty generous. Maybe not always. There are some things where I was like, damn, that's kind of crazy. But I think it's because, like, it would be like American snacks. So obviously they have to, like, charge you more for the imports. But, like, oh my god, they all have different, like, patterns and stuff. Oh, it's super cute. Also, I'm using a different lens today. As much as I like the other lens, and it is technically a sharper and superior lens optically, it was not as good as I would have liked for like close-up shots when I want to hold things up to the camera. So, I've switched. Oh my god, the way Snoopy and Woodstock look at each other, you guys have to get yourself homies that look at you the way Snoopy and Woodstock look at each other. Super cute. Kawaii desho? That one is my fave. Can you vividly make out the imagery on the cups, or is it high enough resolution? Like, is it high res enough? If you guys need me to change anything, by the way, let me know, because this is definitely a different recording setup than usual. Oh, I'm so excited. This makes me so happy. The way Snoopy throws his arms up, that's me with anything Snoopy related. You guys too, but like definitely Snoopy stuff. Oh, Urishi! Oh, I'm so happy. Alright, let's look at the star of the show. So you can see here, maybe. It's the Snoopy and Woodstock set. My tracking. The Sleepy. Oh yeah, we did see them all on the listing on Discord. Yeah. You're so right. And then we have to look at the lid. The lid. Okay, no more SpongeBob posting. We're above that here. Trying to like center it without blocking it with my big old head. And then, okay, the lid is pretty simple. I feel like I'm holding like a clam. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Okay. So the tea today has already been made. And we're just gonna pour it from one pot into this pot and then into a cup. And we're gonna pretend like I made the tea in this pot. I do have some fear that it is not perfectly sterile and pristine. However, if I get sick with the Snoopyitis, and that's how I go, I will not be upset, okay? If it's Snoopy that takes me out, so be it. It's a pleasant way to go compared to the other options. Okay, let's go ahead and pull some of these things out and put the rest of it away. It's so pretty. I love the color. Like, the green and the yellow are so complementary. I will not be throwing this. Well, it's so weird having, like... Even though it looks like it's the same surface area that you guys normally see, because I know the compression of the lens is different, and, like, it's ever so slightly different in, like, camera nerd ways, it, like, throws me off. This. These Snoopy eyes. I love my boy Snoopy. I don't know why I thought like that, sorry. Okay. Off you go, mate. And then there's the inserts. So you can also see here Snoopy and Woodstock. And let's see. It was made in Japan, Snoopy 1950s, peanuts. I can read some of this. I cannot read it fast enough to read it on stream. And then there's just like safety stuff. Open. Some safety information and whatnot about like the temperatures, all that good stuff. So yeah. We're gonna go ahead and fill up Snoopy and Woodstock with some mediocre cherry vanilla tea. Right, so today's tea is gonna be the Harney & Sons Cherry Blossom Tea, and the profile on that one, it is a green tea mixed with cherry and vanilla flavoring is what it says. From what I understand, that means that it's probably just like cherry and vanilla oils rather than like any fruits or flowers or anything like that, or you know, stuff of that nature. So it gives it like a pretty sweet smell when you open up the tin for the cherry blossom tea, but then when you actually drink it, the cherry and vanilla flavoring is a bit more subdued. And like, I don't really have an issue with cherry and vanilla as a flavor, mainly because like I mean, if you think about it, some of the best sodas are like cherry vanilla Coke, things like that. So I don't really have issue with cherry and vanilla mixed together to make a drink better. It's just like, because they're so subtle, and also because I just want an actual bit of like cherry blossom leaves in my tea, I find it kind of disappointing in that sense, but it's not the end of the world. I think it's still like a drinkable tea for sure. They have a sampler of the same. They send it out pretty often as like, when you buy from them, they'll sometimes send you samples. That's one that gets sent out pretty often, and also like a lot of or not department stores, grocery stores carry it, and even like Barnes and Nobles and stuff. So like, they do be trying to get everybody to have that tea. Okay, and also today's tea is already iced. It's so cute. It's so cute. Do we have any snacks? Welcome in, Wadi. I could grab a snack. I haven't had dinner yet, so like I thought about it and I was like, I want to stream. I thought I'll just stream and then I'll have dinner. How's your weekend been? I was like, what is today? Oh, you can see my jacket. You can see me moving my camera lens from place to place. I'm trying to grab a coaster for my cup. There we go. Today's coaster. Wow, this lens makes me feel like a YouTuber. Like being able to hold things up to the camera and having it like focus on me and then focus back on what we're doing. That's like the YouTuber thing. Maybe I'll have to buy the same lens but like at a higher optical quality. I'm not gonna do that. I could, but I'm not going to. Surfer's pouring. Wait, it's so cute. It's so aesthetic. And I didn't spill anything. I am the greatest to ever do it. You can also see my computer in the corner. It's been good so far. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I could grab a snackle. I could grab a schnackle. Wait! That's the Snoopy tea set. It is. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I said it earlier. I'm not gonna out who sent it to me. I don't know if they're comfortable with it, if you guys don't already know. But someone was kind enough to gift it. I'm playing with a knife. I should not do that. What do you got there? A knife. Yeah, it was gifted to me and I was like, I'm gonna sob. And then I sobbed when it was on my front door when I got home from work on Thursday, maybe? Yeah. So I figured I would do the unboxing with you guys and do a sip with you guys too. It's so, Even though I know this is mediocre tea, it's still good because I added a little bit of sugar to it. Like the very soft hint of cherry and then the aftertaste of vanilla is just always so good. Like I love that flavor profile together, whether it's soda, tea obviously, or anything else. Like just putting cherry and vanilla together, it always goes nuts. If you add a little bit of sweetener just to make the package a little better, Welcome in, Yoki. How you doing? Taiyou! Yoki! Definitely not smart playing with dangerous stuff. Yeah, it's just like, I need to fidget. And I'm like not, I don't know, I feel like if I fidget with my camera, because like I also use this area to record camera videos and stuff. Like if I start playing with this, I'm like, okay, if I drop this, that's gonna make me cry. If I drop the knife, I'll probably cry in a different way, just, you know, not financially. But yeah, today, for those who are showing up now, we're unboxing the Snoopy tea set that we were talking about in the Discord. I'm gonna actually put Snoopy over there because I think it's a little cuter if he's here. You can see him better. There we go. But what was I talking about? Anyway, yeah. We're gonna also fill out the tea journal as well. We can start doing that too. Should I grab a snack? I guess that's the real question now. So the one downside to how I set everything up today is that the tea journal is going to be upside down, but everything else is right side up. I hope that's okay with you guys. If you guys prefer it the other way, next time we do a horizontal stream, I'll be sure to flip it for you guys. Welcome in, Ninchan. How are you doing today? Ooh. Today's tea name is Cherry Blossom. Whoa, the pages are like kind of springy today. Maybe they're always like that. I just haven't really thought about it, but Harney and Sons. I want to take some aesthetically pleasing pictures of this tea set later today. I'll probably do that right upside down. No, you. If you teach me how to do it, I'll consider it. I think it's like a $5 or $6 tea, so I'll put $6. But if you guys also want to try this tea to see the kind of cherry vanilla flavoring I'm talking about, it is in the description. It's an affiliate link, so that super helps me out if you do check it out, but you know, no pressure either way. Went to a kimono festival today. Very cool. Did you end up wearing a kimono when you were in Japan? I think kimonos are so pretty. Yeah, kimonos are so pretty, right, MB? Sampled. What am I supposed to put here? I forgot. Oh, I put the date. What is today's date? It's August something, right? 16th? But yeah. I'm really happy about the article I wrote earlier today. Well, I've been writing it for like the past week or two, like on and off. But the camera I wrote the article on is one of my favorite cameras of all time. I think it's like the film camera that like if I had to be stuck with only one, it would probably be that one. I wore a yukata but not a full kimono. Yeah, the kimono is a commitment. I think yukatas are pretty too, but like when you're kimono posting, you are in it to win it for sure. Oh my gosh, the fact that the tea is iced makes it even better. Okay, so the tea type is green, and it's flavored. What's your favorite part of the festival? Okay, so the aroma, when you unbox it, it's pretty strong. So I'm gonna give the aroma a 3. The linger, it does have a bit of an aftertaste. I don't know if it's the strongest, but like, I'll give it a 2 because like it's definitely noticeable. And like the aftertaste has a, it's not that I would say it's complex per se, but it has like a fade from cherry to vanilla. Yeah. Got into a new game recently. Well, new to me, Zenless Zone Zero. I feel like there was a character that came out in that game that makes me want to play it. I think it's like Vivian or something. It starts with like a V. You attempted to read the article. It sounds cool, but you don't know cameras. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to learn how to write articles in a way that is digestible, but also like technical enough so that people who are like involved in cameras, that they can get something out of it too. You know, I'm trying to write articles that can appeal to people who are both beginners and also a bit more technical. Because like the thing with that camera in particular that I wrote the article about, I think it's like high key one of the best cameras that you can use for film, period. And it's like super good if you're a beginner, if you're an influencer. The flowers on the lid, you go, oh yeah, isn't it super cute? Let's see. Yeah, blue, yellow, red, and purple. Kawaii yo. I think it's super cute. But yeah, basically there are some photography influencers who kind of like shit on the camera because the I don't know how to put it without getting too technical. Basically, they say the image quality of it isn't as good as other cameras, which is partially true. But like when you post your pictures on TikTok or Instagram or any other social media, the quality gets nuked. Like it turns out so low res that like the difference in quality is no longer perceivable. So like I don't know, I found that to be such a nonsense point. Anyway, the tea weight. I used 2 sachets today. And I just want more people to recognize that camera for what it is. I think it's a beautiful camera. It feels great. It's so good for traveling. Like it's good at everything. I really think this camera is the perfect camera for like almost everybody, unless you're like trying to make like billboard type photography or like if you're working a campaign for like a fashion company or something like that, then yeah, obviously you want like a professional camera, like a higher tier camera, but I think 99.9% of people aren't doing that. Started playing. I do not know the character. I don't know any of the characters. I just saw that lots of people were drawing this one character, and I was like, eyes pop out. Awooga, awooga. The cosplay. The only thing I know about photography is full pose until I hear click. That's really all it takes for the majority of people. Like, that's why I like the camera. I feel like it's so good at just like you grab it, you point the camera at things, and you take pictures, and you're done. It's not that complicated. There's so many cameras that are like, to get into shooting film, there's just like this huge hurdle of getting into it. And this camera doesn't have that. I just dropped my pen a little. Oops. Volume, 1 pot. Smiley face. H2O temperature, boiling. I let it brew for like 5 minutes. No, I think I let it brew for at least 5 minutes before I went to cool it off. I think I let it brew for like 6 or 7 minutes because I was getting ready for a shower before when I was making this. I'll just put 6 minutes because basically I was hoping that if I brewed the tea a little longer, that I would get a little bit more flavor out of it because of how weak the cherry and the vanilla is. And I do think it worked, but you kind of run the risk of burning the tea as well. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Volume, thick. That's what I'm talking about. And then steep number 1. Despite being quote unquote cherry blossom, it's just cherry and vanilla oil. Yeah, I think it's like the biggest thing that I want to note about this camera, because like I'm not going to say it's false advertisement, because technically if they're just saying the aesthetic or the vibe is cherry blossom, sure, that's technically true. But I don't know, maybe the truth of the matter is that putting cherry blossom petals in tea wouldn't make it taste any better, or it would taste worse, but like it would be super cool. And like I think a lot of what makes tea enjoyable is like the experience of it. So like even if it didn't taste 10 out of 10, just trying a mix of like green tea leaves mixed with cherry blossom leaves, that'd be so cool. So cool. So cool. So cool. Yeah, the body is not very heavy. I would say the body's like a 1 TPH. It's very smooth. Like it's very like it just flows. The balance, the aftertaste. Yeah, I can say it's an aftertaste. I would say it's like a 2. Balance. I feel like I say something different for what I think balance is every time we do one of these. I'm basically gonna do like the body and smoothness versus like the aftertaste. And like I don't really think it has that much body. It's super smooth, so like I think those are balanced out pretty well, and then the aftertaste isn't really that heavy either. I think it's pretty balanced I'm gonna assume that's what it means. If it's not what it means, someone can let me know, I suppose. Were I talking? Were I talking about? What was I talking about, Vivian? Maybe silver and purplish hair, mayhaps. Tannic, is it bitter? Not really. I mean, it has like a slight bitterness, but I added a little sweetener to it, so it doesn't really have that much. I think because I brewed the green tea a little longer to try to get more flavor out of it, there's like that slight hint of burning the tea, which adds bitterness, but it's not too bad. I'll give it a 1. Woody, no, we have no cowboys here. Smoky, no, we have no smoky cowboys here. Chocolatey, not even a little. Earthy, I mean, it has green tea leaves, and I kind of brewed it for longer, so it kind of has like a, I don't say earthy per se. I don't know if I would describe it as earthy. I don't think it's earthy, no. Savory. It does have a little bit of savoriness to it, but yeah, I guess it's savory enough. Like a 1 is good for that. Vegetal. Does it have any vegetable type flavors? No, not really. I don't think I would say it's vegetal. Let's go ahead and start drawing out the flavor wheel. She has an umbrella? That's a good idea. It gets hot, okay? The umbrella goes nuts when it's super hot. A parasol, that hits the spot. It's not malty. Sweetness, I think it's pretty sweet. Like, obviously vanilla and cherry are usually flavors that are added to a tea to give it a bit more of like a quote-unquote complex flavor profile, but they're also sweeter flavors, and I think that's very noticeable. I also think that's why a lot of the other flavor profiles aren't really that noticeable, because I think those oils kind of cover it up and offset it. So I'll give it like a 2 on sweetness. Like if you brew it for longer, you can definitely extract more of those flavors out of it at the risk of possibly burning the tea and making it a little bitter, but I think it's sweet enough. Spicy, 0, thank gosh. Floral, I don't know, I think I'll, let me pour another cup. I'll screenshot her and send her in the chat. Okay, you can send it in the Discord, sounds good. Yeah, this one illustrator that I really like, they work with this one VTuber that I'm super into, and so I followed them, and they drew her, and I was like, well, I'm now invested in this character that I do not know. Whenever I follow illustrators because they draw a content creator that I like, basically whatever interest that illustrator has, I immediately begin to develop as well. Simply through like secondhand exposure. Do you guys have that? Like, when you guys follow creators or other people and they like something a lot and you're exposed to it a lot and you kind of start to like it too? Like, it's kind of like assimilation. Herbal, grassy. Yeah, I think I always consider green teas to be a bit grassy. It's not the grassiest thing in the world, but it's something floral. It's trying to emulate a floral profile, I think. Like cherry blossoms, I would consider to be kind of like the floral thing when you smell them and are around them. I don't know, it's kind of curious. I feel like a lot of companies condition us to believe that cherry blossom is this specific flavor, when in reality, it's just a bunch of cherry and vanilla mixed together. Yes, I got Chikawa coded after you. I'm so glad I could spread Chikawa to the masses. If I could spread tea and photography, that would be the ultimate goal, but like, I'll settle for Chikawa. Chikawa's kind of like Chi adjacent. Hachiwade loves photography, and some of them do drink tea sometimes. So, you know. It's kind of like secondhand tea and photography adjacent. That cherry and vanilla is a little stronger towards the bottom of the pot. Like, not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. He does? How can you be a Hardware fan and you don't even know that Hardware's biggest dream is to have a camera? There's like an entire arc about Hachiwade trying to get a camera in Chikawa. I want to give Floral a 2. But that's because in my head, after having like cherry blossom Kit Kats and all these cherry blossom flavored like desserts, I think that cherry vanilla should taste like this, or that cherry blossom should taste like cherry vanilla. and then I associate cherry blossoms with florals. So then I'm like, floral flavor equals cherry vanilla. Like, I'm connecting all these dots in my head, but I don't know if that's technically true. I'm... Yeah. Yeah, when I take a small sip of it and I don't just like glug it, you know, glug, 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 it doesn't have that floral flavor that I'm imagining in my head. Like, I feel like my brain is inserting flavors into the tea based on the scent and the expectations of the tea. I don't think it's that strong on floral. Chikawa's characters are pretty... that's what I'm saying. They're cute and yet they live in hell. That's why I love Chikawa. They are subjected to the hellscapes of reality every day. And I love that for them. I can only watch episodes on TikTok. They have all of Chikawa on TikTok on multiple accounts. You're slacking. Is Cherry Blossom Kit Kat good? I was curious about that one. I mean... the fact of the matter is, I just don't really... I am not the biggest advocate for cheap junk food. Because, like, if you're gonna put trash in your body, like candies or, like... chicken nuggies kind of stuff, I just feel like you should pay a little more and get like higher quality stuff. Like, instead of having chicken nuggies, just get the whole chicken breast and get it breaded, you know? Like, if you're gonna eat breaded chicken, get high quality chicken. So to that point, when it comes to cherry blossom, like Kit Kats and stuff, I think it's fine. I think a lot of people like it, and I did like it too. I just am like at this point where when I have cherry blossom junk food, I try to get like at least higher quality stuff. So now in my head, like when I try the Kit Kat stuff, I can kind of taste that it's just like, it's kind of like preservative adjacent. Like, it just has these flavors where I'm like, this doesn't taste that good. Like, they're covering up a lot of the flavors with just extra sugar or things like that. What's wrong with chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets are supremely bad for you. And it's like, the kind of chicken that they use for chicken nuggets is not very good. It's usually a lot of like the leftover chicken that like isn't good enough to make actual food, like food with. And that's why I don't like it. Like, I'd rather have like chicken breasts or at least chicken strips, right? Chicken strips are like actually closer to being a real chicken. But chicken nuggets are kind of just like the peh, like the yucky stuff. Stone fruit, not even a little. Tropical fruit. Okay, we're gonna... I don't think it's tropical really either. I think it does have like some berry kind of flavor because of the cherry, but like, I wouldn't say it's the strongest. But yeah, I don't know. So I like, when you guys are like, oh, I love chicken nuggets, I'm like, you guys deserve better. You guys deserve better. Let's have actual chicken. Nom 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 nom. I'll make you guys chicken on the barbecue, okay? Like, we'll have a Taiyou cookout, and I will make you guys real chicken. We're gonna put the berry flavor at it too, because like, between the vanilla and the cherry, I feel like the cherry is stronger. It's not the strongest thing in the world, and I definitely like brewed the tea longer to get more out of it, but yeah. But yeah, the issue is not inherently that like breaded chicken is not good. I'm just anti-chicken nuggets. I would say cherry is stronger than vanilla. And you know what? If that's what gets me canceled on Twitter one day, that Taiyou is the horrible person that doesn't like chicken nuggets, I will go down with that ship. The Taiyou-topia will go down into shambles, being anti-chicken nugget through and through. You know how to barbecue? Yeah, I go to the barbecue store and I buy barbecued food. I'll just have the grill as like an accessory for taking pictures. I'll buy the pre-made barbecue food, lay it on the grill, and get like a smoke machine behind the grill so it looks like the food is smoking, and I'll just take pictures like that. I mean, yeah, it's just a matter of like, when I eat chicken nuggets, if I have to, it's not that I'm sitting there thinking, oh, this is the worst thing I've ever eaten. I just kind of think to myself, I'd rather be eating the actual chicken. Brew a little extra for extra vanilla and cherry flavor. And then I'm gonna draw a little cat here. You know why? Because I deserve it. I don't know if you guys can see him, but we now have a little cat in the notes. His chin is crooked. Do not make fun of him. He's dealing with a lot, knowing that he has a crooked chin. I'm gonna draw the rest of the cat body. There we go. And his little tail. Let me show you guys. You can kind of see him. That's so funny. I do that. Oh, you can totally see him! You can see the flavor wheel and everything too. Today's nuts. Okay, so we filled out everything. Now it's time for the rating. I don't know how to rate this. Because like on one hand, it's not a 4-star tea. Like this is not a tea that will like impress anybody. Like I think it's a fun tea just to have like in the pantry for when you feel like having tea. But it's not like a tea where you're like feeling it, you know? He's holding a chicken nugget in his mouth. Oh, he's gonna I was gonna say something. I don't think I want to say it. You know what? I'm sure the cat lived a long, happy life. If he wants to eat chicken nuggets and change that, so be it. But yes, I'm glad you think he's cute, even with his horribly deformed chin. You know what? Here's my biggest beef with chicken nuggets. Here's my biggest chicken with chicken nuggets. It's when I go eat with people and we go somewhere with good food, but it's like ethnic food, like food from abroad. And instead of eating the food, they fucking ask for chicken nuggets. And I'm like, we cannot be getting reservations at restaurants to hang out with the homies, and you're getting chicken nuggets while we're eating like sauteed lamb with the vegetables and a salad. You cannot be doing that, okay? I will not be allowing this. That is heresy. We are unpacking a lot of trauma right now. This is the anti-chicken nugget propaganda brigade. Well, this had a lot more tea than I thought at the bottom of it. I wouldn't do that. I'm glad that means you can join me for dinner. Cause I have, I'm not gonna say I've had it with the chicken nugget havers. That's not fair to say, but like, when it happens, I'm just like, angry face. Angry face, pouty face. What would I get? This is like a 3-star tea at best. It's inoffensive. It hits the spot. You can drink it anytime, anywhere. When? All right, sunshines. We gotta round up all the sunshines, take a poll. We gotta figure out when all the sunshines are getting together to have food. That is the real question. I'll take the seared lamb, please. That's what I'm talking about! Seared lamb goes crazy! It's so good! Oh my god, especially on like Greek food or like Mediterranean food. Oh, lamb is so good. I was gonna say, and they're cute, but I don't really want to talk about how cute they are and then proceed about talking about eating them. But yeah, I think lamb is good. I'm disowning the chicken nugget havers. You know what? We're gonna have like a potluck where we gather all the sunshines, and in the corner, I'm gonna put chicken nuggets, and all of those chicken nuggets are gonna be microchipped. And anybody who has that microchip inside of them by the end of the potluck, I know you're going in the dungeons. When you fall asleep tonight, I will be sending out my ninjas, and we're taking you to the dungeon for eating chicken nuggets, okay?
We had Wagyu beef. We had bulgogi. We had lamb. We had so many other foods. And you had chicken nuggets? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch. Alright, I'm gonna give this a 3-star. I think a 3-star is the best it deserves. It doesn't deserve 2 or 1, but like 3. I think 3 stars. It's just not that great of a tea. It's just inoffensive. It is good enough. This is a good enough tea. Notes. It's good enough. Smiley face. I'm gonna put like a little gasping face. Because I love cherry blossoms and I love tea. So for all intents and purposes, I should love this tea, and I don't, because it's not actually cherry blossoms. All right, I'm gonna give you guys a final look at the notes for today. Please focus on. Oh no. I don't know where the focus point is. I think it's like somewhere down here. Okay, if we're gonna do this and then whooah! Bam! Is it just because it's too small of a thing? Okay, I have to figure out the focusing thing. I've never done this before, so I don't know. It's why I don't like fruit teas. What is the aspect of it that you do not like about the fruit teas? What is the ire that you have with the fruit tea nation? What am I doing? Like, why is it not focusing? Where is my camera's center point? I can't tell. Okay. You know what? So be it. I don't know what it wants to focus. Is it trying to focus on something that it thinks is a face? Like, what is going on here? Well, you guys were not meant to see my notes. You guys have not earned it, I suppose. If I keep doing this, eventually something has to happen. Okay. There we go. Today's notes. It doesn't taste like the actual fruit, which I know is silly, but like I want to... Yeah, so I think when it comes to fruit teas, if it's not made with actual fruit pieces, a lot of the times, I'm gonna assume it's like this tea where they use oils that are kind of like stronger towards a scent rather than a taste. And one, it's because it's cheaper to do it that way. So that, you know, I don't want to say they pass the savings on to the consumers, but a lot of teas that are quote unquote fruit based can be a little cheaper, because if you just smell the tea and you're like, oh, and you think to yourself, oh, that smells like a fruit, your brain will be like, yes, it should taste like a fruit too. So it tries to fill in some of the lack of flavor. But the reality of the matter is that without using actual pieces of fruit in the tea, it's not gonna taste like that fruit. It's gonna have like this weird off taste. And I mean, it is what it is, right? Like if you really want that fruit taste, then you gotta go out of your way to find the teas that actually have fruit pieces in them. But I don't know. I don't want to say all fruit teas are bad. I think the biggest issue for me is just like, I just want the flavoring that they add to, at the very least, be what is being advertised. That's my biggest gripe with this tea. You guys cannot tell me it is cherry blossom then not been using cherry blossoms. So I've been getting baited, kind of. Like on the ingredient list, they're pretty honest about it, right? They'll say, oh, it has this flavor, and that flavor, which is technically true. What they don't tell you is that it's just like oils that are derived from that flavor profile. So that's not even a guarantee that it's like actually using oils of a cherry or oils of vanilla or oils of what, like whatever fruit you might be thinking it is. There's, unless they specifically say they use extract from that fruit, you might not even be getting that fruit. They could just be making a mix that is somewhat adjacent to it or somewhat similar to it. So it's tricky. It's tricky. That's why I don't say it. Okay, I don't want to say this as a matter of fact because then I sound like I'm being. It makes me. I would be being dishonest if I said it. Let's put it that way. But like, I prefer if I can buy a tea where I can open it up and see the fruit pieces or like the actual flower pieces that are being advertised. Or if I can't read it, I had a tea shop recommended to me by Elm, and I didn't necessarily know what I was buying. I just kind of asked the owner for suggestions, and I could at the very least see the tea. I didn't know what it was, but I could see that there were like certain fruit pieces or like certain flower pieces with the tea leaves. And I feel more confident drinking that, even if I don't like it, because I know I'm actually drinking that flavor, not just like a oil mixed into it or like something else mixed in, trying to substitute as something else. This tea, not bad. I like it iced. Actually, it's actually not too bad hot either. I had it a different cup for my breakfast. I had waffles for everybody who is holding their breath, wondering what did Taiyou have for breakfast. I had buttermilk waffles. Yeah, I had some waffles and a granola bar, and I made myself some tea. And I didn't wait for it to fully cool down, so I let it get like kind of lukewarm. It wasn't bad. I didn't mind it. It's a very nice like start off the day kind of tea. I didn't mind it either back when like work from home or like during lockdown. I used to sometimes drink it like just throughout the day. It was fine then too, but I don't know if I would say that like this is definitely the I don't want to drink my good tea kind of tea. You know, you save the good tea for a special moment. You drink this tea to fill the gaps in between. Waffles. Take notes. But yeah, I love this tea set. I think it's so pretty. I am over the moon about it. So we'll probably be using this every now and then too, mixing it into the rotation of the tea sets that we have. And yeah, next tea time will be a tea that I have not tried before. Because going into this one, I knew I knew what to expect. But yeah, next time it'll be something that I haven't tried before. I have some Disney collab teas. Some of them are like Snow White, the Mad Hatter, Mickey. Then I have one that's from Father's Day. I thought it looked pretty neat. It is a bourbon whiskey tea, I think it is. I have some peach teas, some berry mixes. Then I have some teas that were gifted to me from, I think it's either Italy or Spain. I have a special summer tea mix that I got from an anniversary at a tea shop. They were giving away free samples, so I might try that. And then I have some teas that I bought in Japan that I've been holding on to, so yeah, we have a lot of teas to pick from, so we'll see what we get next time. I love you guys so very, very much. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Mad Hatter, yeah. I believe the Mad Hatter tea is an oolong tea mix. I don't remember what's in it because I haven't looked at it in quite some time, but I recall it being an oolong tea. But I digress. I'm gonna go ahead and actually have dinner for real now. I haven't really eaten very much today, so I should probably like eat something besides just waffles and granola bars. Thank you for joining, and to the Sunshine who was kind enough to share this teapot with us. Thank you so very much. It really does mean the world to me when you guys support me, whether it's with gifts or financially or just spending time with me. All of these things just really do make doing this possible, and it gives me the motivation to keep doing my best for you guys. So thank you. I really, really love you guys so much. Wait, I can do this now because there's more space. Oh no. You guys are gonna see that I can't actually do it. Why? Oh, it's so scuffed. Oh no, I can't do it. Okay, the attempt was made. Oh wait, some people do it this way. This doesn't work either. Okay, dinner time, everyone. Yoru gohan no jikan da yo. Isho ni tabemasu yo. Let's have dinner. Otsu Taiyou. I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye. Mata ne.